to Joan Osborne this is a little collaboration. I heard her sing a song once, live, locally actually, and I remembered it right away, and it ended up being just the right song for a memorial service that I hosted in New York City this past weekend. I had an aunt who died recently, who lived and kicked butt, I must say, in New York City for her life. For 50 years she was in Manhattan, and when dementia started to onset, she was willing to come down here to Norfolk and Virginia Beach, closer to where I could take care of her. And so this is a song about her going home. If I stray from New York City, from this tall town I have known, in the end I'll ask you, pretty please, please bring me back home. And I'll be smiling, brother, when they lay me down, because I lived my life in New York town. Sing it with me. Yeah, I'll be smiling, brother, when they lay me down, because I lived my life in New York town. If I stray from New York City, from this tall town I have known, in the end I'll ask you, pretty please, please bring me back home. And I'll be smiling, brother, when they lay me down, because I lived my life in New York town. Sing with me now. 'Cause I'll be smiling, brother, when they lay me down, because I lived my life in New York town. Because I lived my life in New York town. Because I lived my life in New York town. I get those extra points for those gospel harmonies. Love that. So my brother and sister came along for that special memorial trip, and we have music, in our veins, and they both sang with me on that. And I'll sing you a song that I wrote for my big brother. He wasn't super thrilled about the fact of my existence when we were kids, but he actually got to be a really nice guy somewhere, maybe in his 20s or early 30s. A transformation occurred that I wasn't paying attention to, and he's actually a super sweetheart now. But when your brother's like 6'6" and fast, we were latchkey kids, so my job was to survive until 5:30, until my mom got home. It was tough. Son. Then I showed up to spoil your fun. Well, What's worse than a snotty sister who breaks all your toys and copies you and tries to butt into everything you do? I remember sitting on the street curb, the perfect height for me, waiting on your yellow bus around the curve. I swear it took a century. You bear a family resemblance to this ache in my heart. Let's not let growing up mean growing apart. To me, your power seemed godlike. You taught me how to ride a big girl bike. Then one spring you made me call you Spike. Why should I regret the past? Thanks to you I learned to run real fast. Real fast. And when the needle touched the vinyl of your favorite 33, it played shivers down my spine. And with you first showed me you bear a family resemblance to this ache in my heart. Let's not let growing up mean growing apart. Your rare coin collection, the best beer can selection. I can still see the no trespassing signs. Baseball cards and squirt guns and lizards in aquariums. Somehow all those things got left behind. You found yourself a pup, charming ways to torture me, like selling copies of my diary. As if I were remote controlled, there were secrets that I never told, like you hid that centerfold. So many things have happened, so much I'd like to say. It's just my way of asking, can you come out and play? You bear a resemblance to this ache in my heart. I need a family reunion. Yeah, I could use a fresh start. So let